So welcome to the world of Tibetan Buddhism. It's been an amazing journey for me to be able to create this course, and I have over 12 years of experience in a range of different Buddhist traditions, but one of the things that really inspired me about Buddhism overall was Tibetan Buddhism. So that was a tradition that's always been very close to my heart, and I'm able in this course to share my insights and knowledge into the tradition as a whole. So in this course we go into the history of Tibetan Buddhism, its mysterious beginnings, how it was brought, the tantric forms of Buddhism, and we'll go into the course what we mean by that. These subtle forms of practice were brought into Tibet from places in India or present-day Pakistan and Afghanistan. Some of these incredible figures like Padmasambhava Guru Rinpoche, the founder of the Nyingma tradition, the school of antiquity. So we're going to explore that, and even just saying those words now, there's an energy that comes through me when I even just say the name of Padmasambhava. So we're going to be connecting to some powerful beings in this course, historical beings and celestial beings as well, because one of the things that you'll find in Tibetan Buddhism is a rich mythology, you could say, a mythic dimension, and one of the things that Tibetan Buddhism is really good at is having this marriage or this balance between the rational thinking mind of the philosophy and the psychology, and also the imagination, and also what we can do through visualizations and connecting to the subtle imaginal dimensions, the energetic dimensions of life. So that's very much a part of Tibetan Buddhism as well, to give us tools to explore and encounter these beings, not just in physical reality, but in the other dimensions as well. So in this course we're going to look at the four main traditions of Buddhism: the Nyingma tradition, as I say, founded by Padmasambhava, and also the Kagyu tradition, the great tradition of Milarepa, and the siddhas of India, the great Naropa and the Tilopa and Naropa and Mapa, and in the present day amazing teachers like the Karmapa as well, the head of the Kagyulpas, the Kagyu tradition. So we're going to look at as well at the Gelugpa tradition, the Gelug tradition, and of which you may know kind of through the Dalai Lama, the historical and present day head of the Gelug tradition. And within that tradition and other Tibetan traditions as well, we find this amazing school of mind training, how to transform the conceptual mind. So we're going to bring that into the course in some of the traditional texts that we're going to look at in the course. So in all of the schools, I've mainly drawn upon their main figures, the main teachers of the traditions, and also some of their most famous texts, some of their most famous teachings, their texts, their sacred texts. So we're going to look at that in the course, and that will give you a flavor and an insight into the world of Tibetan Buddhism. And I'm also not just looking at these things in a theoretical or scholarly way. I'm drawing on my own experience, my own insights, my own how I see things and how I kind of interpret the Buddhist teachings. And as a person as well, I have a range of different experience in different traditions as well. I teach Kundalini Yoga, I teach lucid dreaming and astral projection, meditation. That's very much my kind of full-time life now. So I'm able to draw on that knowledge and offer a kind of universal perspective on these things as well. So in the course you'll find meditations drawn from the Tibetan tradition. There'll be guided meditations as well, so it will help you to embed and integrate the teachings of Tibetan Buddhism, and hopefully, and I believe you will be inspired by them, because they're an amazing tradition. Because one of the things about Tibet was that it was very much isolated from the rest of the modern world, and on a material level they were very much at the kind of medieval Europe level, you could say, but in terms of their spiritual development they were incredible. They were incredible because rather than looking outside into the world of material development, they looked inside, and they practiced to develop their own inner awareness and their own inner consciousness through their practice. So Tibetan Buddhism is a very rich tradition. It's not just influenced by Buddhism. In Tibet there was the Bon, the more indigenous shamanic tradition, so that that has an influence as well in terms of the arising of Tibetan Buddhism as well. So it's been an amazing journey for me. I very much hope that you choose to enroll on this course. If you do, you can always reach out to me. It's an interactive thing. Ask questions, engage with other students, and we can go on an amazing journey together into the world of Tibetan Buddhism.